This is going to be exciting. And on track, front and center, is the sprinting sensation that everybody is talking about, Sha'Carri Richardson.
She's already won the 100 here, of course. She's trying to do something that hasn't happened at the U.S. Nationals since 2003, and that is to pull off the 100 and 200-meter double. And based on her first round race, she is well capable of doing just that.
Let's introduce you to the field. National champion a couple of years ago, Sonia. This is Gabby Thomas.
And she's the 4th fastest woman ever at this event. I talked to her coach, Tanja Buford-Bailey. She feels like she's in better shape than she was that season and thinks she's ready for something super special here tonight.
In lane 5, Sha'Carri Richardson told Lewis Johnson the other night, I'm ready, I'm here. I'm not just here, but I'm better.
She showed me some athletic maturity earlier today by not running the semifinal all out. She took it easy, but her personal best of 22 flat, I think, has another 20 seconds of life. She's going to run under 22, I think she makes. And Gabby Thomas probably looked at this lane draw and went, oh my gosh, this is going to be a great race for me. She loves this track. Her personal best is on this track. She'll be on the outside in 8, Steiner's in 7. And they all better watch for young Miss Sha'Carri Richardson in 5. There she is. The world lead is 21.71, set just a few minutes ago by Shericka Jackson, the world champion.
Toyota Women's 200, final.
When I talked to Tanja Buford-Bailey, she said the reason why she has so much confidence in Gabby Thomas's ability to make this team, it's not just because she's Gabby Thomas, it's because she didn't run the 100. Usually, she's coming into the 200 with the rounds of the 100 in her legs. No such situation this time. So it's not out of the question that Gabby Thomas runs a personal best here.
She's got a clear head too. All of her studies are finally done.
She does. She's also been running great 400s, as you know, son.
And 100s.
All right, let's reset. Let's go again. Better this time for the Toyota Women's 200 final.
Sha'Carri Richardson responded to the gun amazingly, and she's going to try to create separation because she knows that everybody else is going to be coming. She leads off the turn.
Look at that white leg sock on the left of your screen, though. Here comes Gabby Thomas. Gabby Thomas is not going to be dominated here. Thomas is going to get another national title. 21.59. That is a new world lead.
Gabby, because she had done it before, and she looks like an athlete that has been here before. Sha'Carri looks good off the turn, but it's Gabby's strength from running those 400s, running those 100s, and really fine-tuning and focusing on her pet event that paid off big for her today.
Yeah, this wasn't really close. Sha'Carri did a great job off the turn, but the experience, as you said, and the strength, a world-leading time, 21.60. And wow, what a class this is going.
But that time now is finalized at a 21.60. It's a new world lead. It's a meet record. Gabby beat her own meet record. And there's Sha'Carri. She goes to Hungary for both the 100, 200. Let's hear from Gabby Thomas with Lewis.
All righty, after signing a few autographs, after blitzing the field, Gabby, how did it feel to come across the line in such a dominant fashion?
It felt really good to reclaim my title. Coming here last year and being injured was really heartbreaking for me, so I was really ready this year and I was hungry. I wanted it more than I think anyone, so I'm so excited.
My teammates up in the booth were talking about the strategy that you and Tanja Buford-Bailey worked out. No 100 rounds in your legs. How much did that help you be successful today?
I mean, she really had to convince me not to do the 100, and I really had my doubts up until yesterday, really, but I think it was good. We had to be conservative this year, and it paid off, obviously.
From injury in April, she is certainly capable of getting one of those 3 spots. She'll be in 5.
An Olympic veteran, a 2-time Olympian. This is Jenna Prandini.
Yeah, she was second at the 2021 trials, and she's no stranger to this venue. The All-American here from Oregon always finds her best race here on this track. She's been running season's best every round. She has a shot at being on another team.
Lane 3, there was a scratching. No Tamari Davis. This is Tamara Clark in lane 2.
She was 6th in the 100 in a season's best of 10.95, and this is her better event. She was 2nd at the U.S. Champs in 2022, and she trains with Gabby Thomas, so she would love nothing more than to join her on this Olympic team.
And on the inside, lane 1, the 22-year-old Jaden Mays. Don't need to guess where she went to school.
Nope, and this crowd is well aware of the great collegiate season that she's coming off of. She's got a tough task out of lane 1. Guys, I expect lots of personal bests just because of the heat on the outside. Gabby Thomas on the outside in 8.
People are watching from all over the world. Gabby Thomas's family, they're having a watch party in Loxahatchee, Florida.
And what a matchup this is going to be. Sha'Carri with all the speed and Gabby who has that tremendous endurance at the end of the race. I love to see when the 200 brings the best 100-meter runner, and Gabby could have placed in the 400, so we're talking about speed versus endurance. It's going to be a great clash.
Which 3 women are going to Paris? We're about to find out.
Set.
Final of the women's 200. Thomas in 8. Sha'Carri Richardson in 6.
Sha'Carri making sure she stays away from that line. Gabby Thomas on the outside has caught and passed the person to her outside. She has the lead.
Mackenzie Long is going with them. Sha'Carri's making ground. Gabby Thomas has the lead. Gabby Thomas out in front. There's no Sha'Carri here. She's not in the top 3. Gabby Thomas is going back to the Olympics. She already knows what that's like. For the young lady who raced her in lane 7, Mackenzie Long, lost her mum earlier this year. As the Thomas family go wild in Florida.
As well they should.
Yeah, you can't take these moments for granted.
Think about Mackenzie Long, though. She spends solo time in the stands before she races to talk to her late mother. She won 3 NCAA titles this year. She is now going to the Paris Games.
What a phenomenal story. Sha'Carri Richardson ran a bunch of 21.9s in the rounds and then couldn't duplicate it in the final. 22.16 leaves her 4th. So she will only see 4x1 and 100-meter duty in Paris.
Watch Brittany Brown closest to the camera shot too on this replay. Brittany Brown's going to experience her first Olympic Games.
And she picked the right time to set a personal best, 21.90. She was just behind Gabby Thomas, as you see Mackenzie Long securing her spot, and then a little bit of a gap back to Sha'Carri, Tamara Clark, and the rest of this final. But Gabby Thomas came off the turn with a lead, and Sonia, when you let her lead off the turn, you know what's coming next.
Yeah, we know that the race was over. And I love moments like this, right? Because you can't take it for granted that you're going to make the team. So many favorites come here and don't get the job done.
Get out there!
And here is Mackenzie Long's family.
Get out there! Get out there! Yeah!
To watch your daughter become an Olympian for the first time in her senior year of college, you cannot duplicate those moments here at the Olympic trials.
Such a great team they'll send off to Paris.
Yeah, this is a very strong team, Lee.
It sure is, and that's the 3rd national 200-meter title for Gabby Thomas. Gabby and the other ladies are with Lewis. Take it away, mate.
All right, Gabby, you've articulated some big dreams for gold in Paris. Now you're on your way. What does the moment mean?
This is incredible. I knew I needed to get today done, and this is the first step, and there was no gold medal in Paris without making the team today. So I'm just ecstatic, and to be alongside these amazing, incredible women and everyone in the final, just such an amazing race.
Yeah, Brittany, how about the smile? You're going to your first Olympics. What do you think?
I'm grateful. It's been a long journey to get here. My coach said it was going to be a fight, and I fought all the way to the end, and just super grateful.
And Mackenzie, we've been watching you solo in the stands talking to your mom before every race. She told you that you could make this happen. What does it mean to have it happen? What do you think she would think of you in this moment?
All I got to say is, Mom, your baby girl going to Paris. That's it. I'm just really happy I was able to execute my race, given what happened in the 100, so I'm just very proud of myself, and I'm proud of these girls were pushing me in this 200. So yeah, I'm doing it for you, Mom.
I know she's proud of you, and you've got some great teammates to help you out. Ladies, congratulations. When you have a chance, why not sign the Apple Tower? All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Lee.
Gabby Thomas, Brittany Brown.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back. And today we are looking at this race whereby it's the women's 200-meter final at the 2023 Outdoor Track and Field Championship. I'd love to take this opportunity to welcome you back to the channel and to another episode of Athletics Rewind. Now, in this case, you'll understand that Gabby Thomas displayed some of her best sprint techniques. Now, you'll understand that they said that she was out. They said that the injuries had finally caught up with her. But in a time of 21.60 seconds, Gabby Thomas didn't just win the race. She sent a shockwave through the world of track and field that reached all the way to Budapest. On that way Harvard field track, ladies and gentlemen, Sha'Carri Richardson was looking for the double. The crowd was screaming for a showdown. And Gabby Thomas, she was looking for a statement. This wasn't just a win. This was a hostile takeover of the 200 meters. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your host, Tyrell Reactions. Remember, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. To my returning subscribers, my returning viewers, I have to say thank you so much for the love and support. Now, let's break down the race that changed everything. I mean, when you looked at the energy at Hayward Field for the 2023 USAT Outdoor Championship was unlike anything we've ever seen in years. The narrative coming in was dominated by Sha'Carri Richardson. She had already claimed the 100-meter title, and the world was waiting to see if she could secure the double. But in the shadows, this beautiful speed queen, Gabby Thomas, was quietly building steam. Remember, Gabby Thomas missed the 2022 World Championship due to a hamstring injury. She was the Olympic bronze medalist, the fastest woman alive at the point, but people have short memories in these sports. They were asking, is she still the force she was in Tokyo? Is she still the same speed queen that she was in Tokyo? Well, look at this lineup. Lane 8, we've got the high school phenom Mia Bray. Lane 3, we had Abby, the collegiate record holder who had been the face of US 200-meter sprinting for the last year. Then you had the heavy hitters, Sha'Carri Richardson in lane 5 and Gabby Thomas in lane 7. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a tactical nightmare for any coach. You have Sha'Carri's explosive start versus Gabby Thomas's legendary top end speed. The question wasn't just who would win, but how fast they would have to go to even make the podium. Immediately the gun fires, ladies and gentlemen. You see the power. Sha'Carri Richardson gets a solid start. But notice Gabby Thomas in lane 7. Usually, Gabby is a closer, meaning she works the second half of the race. But here, she attacks the curve. By the 50-meter mark, she is already eating up the stagger on the outside. She's not even waiting for the straightaway today. Abby Steiner and Kayla are fighting hard on the inside. But you can see the fluid motion of Gabby's stride. It's poetic, but it's devastating. As they hit the 100-meter mark, a transition into the straight. This is where the race is won or lost. Most athletes tighten up here, not Gabby Thomas in this case. She comes off that bend like she's been shot out of a cannon. Sha'Carri Richardson right there. She's digging. Her frequency is high, but Gabby's stride strength is just covering more and more ground. If you looked at the gap, at 150 meters, the field realizes that they aren't racing for gold. They are racing for second. Gabby crosses the line and clock stops running, or rather having clocked a time over 21.60 seconds. Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. And at that moment, it was a world lead. It was a personal best. It was the fastest time in the world since 2022. Sha'Carri Richardson takes second, running a time over 21.94 seconds, a massive personal best for her at that time. And Kayla White rounds out the top three, but the story is the 21.60. Gabby Thomas didn't just win. She re-established the pecking order. What makes this time of 21.6 or so special is that it's the efficiency. If you watch the replay, Gabby Thomas' head doesn't move. Her shoulders are relaxed. While everyone else was fighting the air, she is slicing through it. This race proved that it proved that when Gabby Thomas is healthy, her 200-meter is arguably the most mechanical, perfect sprint in the world of track and field. It set the stage for the epic battles we'd see later against the Jamaicans in Budapest. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabby Thomas came to Eugene with a point to prove, and she left as the fastest woman in the world for the 2023. It was a masterclass in patience, recovery, and raw speed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd really love to hear from you. What do you think of this race? What do you think of the performance by Gabby Thomas? Is Gabby's 200-meter the most dominant event in US sprinting right now? Or can Sha'Carri Richardson close the gap? Drop your lines, drop your times in your comment section. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. To my returning subscribers, my returning viewers, I have to say thank you so much for the love and support. And until we meet again in my next video, peace out and one love.